Coach, it's the summertime. Talk about the camps. You had a lot of campers come through in the last week. How did camps go?
Thought it went well. You know, the weather cooperated for the most part. A couple rain days went inside or on the turf, but great turnout. 11 teams with their team camp, 16 teams with their 7-on-7. A couple Sundays where we kind of did a one-day Ren 10-10, elite kind of camp, which means we just threw out the bells and whistles a little more. But a lot of kids coming through, even with their team camp. Every day there was a team camp. It was a one-day opportunity. Hadn't totaled up numbers, but we probably had about 1,400 kids around campus. That was a great deal. It exposed a lot of kids to our university. Not all those guys are going to be D1 prospects, but we did have a number of great prospects in. That was exciting.
Coach, being that it's summer, this is an opportunity for a lot of your student athletes to get ahead academically by taking summer school classes.
No doubt. Again, we've got a large number of guys have either been in first session 1, session 2. The majority of all our freshman signees have started here second term on June 17. I think right now we've got 75 guys actually taking summer school classes of the, I think, 82 spots. We have 7 seniors that didn't need it, so they're just kind of hanging around working out. So a great turnout, great commitment from our institution to fund those guys, pay for those guys. What that's doing, it's allowing those guys to get a head start, the freshmen. It's allowing our older players to stay on time. We're working everyone in a 4-year track to get them graduated in 4 years, or if we get that 5th year, it would be a double major, a master's program, or a light semester. So a lot of kids are here. That means they're here working out. Workouts are voluntary, but we've got a lot of kids here, and it looks like it's going great. Yeah,
and judging by going down to the north end zone weight room, there are a lot of guys who've stayed back and decided to work out.
Yeah, and again, as coaches, we're not allowed, the strength coaches can be there. The month of May was a discretionary time in our world, which means the weight room's open, but the strength coaches don't organize it. But starting in 1st of June, we had about an 8-week cycle here, 4 in June and 4 in July, where the kids are lifting, and they have a program to lift, a program to run. We tried to teach them at the end of spring ball how we wanted them to go through 7-on-7s and skill work and work on throwing and catching and fundamentals. And we'll see August 6th when we officially start with the freshmen. And August 7th in the varsity as we check in if we've made the improvement we need to over the summer.
You had talked earlier when we had an interview about the importance of your family seeing through the entire school year so they don't get off track academically. How nice is it to have your kids and your wife here in town?
It's good. We're in the middle of some camps. I've got 2 right now in a volleyball camp, 1 girl doing some tennis at night. My daughter went through the music camp over at the Jacobs School of Music. It was awesome. She said they sounded like the Philharmonic. I missed the final symphony. It was nearing one of our camp sessions that we had. But we've got them all here. We got the dogs rolling around, and actually in a temporary house here, moving into our place here the 1st of July. So we're excited to still transitioning. July will be a little unpacking and painting and getting it ready before August practice starts.
2 things I've noticed in the last month around here is, 1, it is summertime, and 2, it's a family atmosphere. You'll walk through the hallways and you'll see a wiffle ball bat on the floor. You'll see kids running around, and it's good camaraderie amongst the families on the staff.
I think we counted up. We had 22. We had a cookout the other night with some recruits in town, and we had a family atmosphere cookout with an egg toss, a water balloon fight, a dance contest, a watermelon eating contest with the recruits, and had our families involved. And I think we had 22 kids that were out there running around playing a little tackle football on the game field. So a lot of kids, a lot of energy, and it's going to be a great family atmosphere for our families as we get together. Our family ends up being a family when I say family, our football family becomes like an extended family themselves. So those kids are going to be great friends, and we'll be at a lot of games together. We're going to be going to a lot of bowl games together. It's going to be fun.
All right, we'll talk about what the fans are really, really interested in. We can only speak of it in abstract terms, but how's recruiting going?
It's going well. Again, we're working really hard. To me, I still think it's early in recruiting, where I think if you're in the NFL world, you're taking top draft picks, and you're taking guys that you think fit your need. You like them. As in my world, I like their physical abilities, I like their talent, I like their football ability, but also I like them as students. I like their character, I like them as people, and you're judging those things. And early, you're building relationships. So we were working hard to get to know kids. We were a little behind with the coaching change because some coaches have been working kids for a year, year and a half, and getting them to games, working with them in camps. So we've been catching up on that. But I think it's been great, been well received in our state. I think of the top players in this state, I think there's been 1 kid that is committed to another school that didn't make it to our campus. I mean, we've had all the best players in our state have been here, a lot of them several times. We've had a chance. We got 7 guys recruiting our state. We've been well received by the high school coaches. We're getting a number of kids from Chicago, Illinois, St. Louis, a lot of kids from Ohio into camp and by for practice. So I think it's going great. It's early. We're fighting for commitments. We're not taking guys that don't fit us, but I like the way it's going, and we're working hard at it.